Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Monday, February 11th. And for all of you celebrating the Chinese New Year, which starts on Sunday, I wish you and your families good health, happiness, peace, and prosperity in the year of the snake. Gong Chi Fatai. Well, let's get started here with that Nasdaq market. We were looking for some kind of commitment as we went into the weekend. I was looking for buyers to take some control. We did have some economic news, as I talked about in the advanced video, that's behind all of this, but the fact is we do see a certain level of commitment here in the Nasdaq market. Not terrific, but it's a step in the right direction. Monday and Tuesday can make or break this trade, Bo. It's because of its setup and its structure. But right now we're headed in the right direction. It's a nice way to see the market finish on a Friday. So they're willing to go home long over the weekend. Also, we see the euro did slow down a bit. As we talked about before, we were not looking for a big day down on Friday, and I think this is right on target. Also, I believe that this could be a transition because, again, we're seeing a market moving lower on concerns, not on economic reality. And because of that, I think we could have a move right back to the upside. So I'd be cautious on the short side for that market. Interest rate markets, well, the notes have bounced back and forth in here. If you think about what happened in stock indices, something needs to change here, by the way. This is not sustainable. Either the stock market changes direction or the notes do. And I lean towards interest rates coming down in terms of this price levels. So I'm looking for a down move this coming week for the notes. Now, the metals, I thought we could get a bounce going into Friday. Did not happen. It really implies continuation of a sideways move. But we had some fundamentals coming out in Asia that also fuel what we're seeing here in copper. Now, the big deal about copper, the next 2 days are going to be important in terms of how we set up. So are we going to get follow through? I think those next 2 days are going to tell us the answers to that. When it comes to the crude oil, sideways market, it should stop and take a breath. That's what I mentioned I was looking for on Friday. This is right on target. I'm looking for more of the same, actually. But where we did see the markets coming off was in soybeans. I said unchanged to higher. Well, in fact, we had some government reports that came out that showed this global supply of beans looked pretty good, and we can see the market backed off. Monday, I'm looking for a quiet day, not another large day down like we're seeing here in soybeans. And that concludes today's. Well, no, one more thing we should take a look at before I say everything's concluded. Let's take a look. We haven't looked at it in a while, but let's look at the VIX. We see the S&P is getting stronger here. That it makes sense going into the weekend based upon what we've talked about. Also, the VIX, my feeling on the VIX is especially the structures that we're seeing here. I'm looking for a market to stay contained between 14 and 12 for the next few weeks. And that concludes today's market studies. Hope you have a great weekend. Look forward to being with you again on Monday, and in the meantime, take care.